Hey guys! So I'm back. I'm going to be doing another Facebook Live today. I'm taking on the Spring Fresh Cut SVG bundle files, which there's some fun Easter ones in here. So I wanted to play with, okay, hi, I'm Colleen, and I'm going to be crafting. I hope that you craft with me. And if you're here, say hi so that I'm not talking to nobody. Okay, so today I wanted to play with heat transfer vinyl. Last time I took on like adhesive vinyl, sticky vinyl, and let me just get it set up here. I have cut out a lot of the images already, but I didn't weed them because I wanted to show you what I did on my mat here. So just give me 1 minute while I get it set up. Started talking a little bit soon. Here we go. Okay, so I wanted to show you what I did on my mat. This is my mat, and you see there's like 3 different spots here. After I loaded everything into Design Space and I went to my mat, I kind of moved it around to fit my scraps of vinyl, so that I wasn't using a whole new thing of vinyl. Because I don't know about you, but I've got a ton of scraps from projects that I started on, and for things like baby onesies, I'm gonna do a baby onesie with this one here. I don't need to start a whole fresh sheet of vinyl. I feel like that's really wasteful. Share to. Okay, so because I haven't weeded this yet, I'll do that right now, and then I have a couple other ones that I've weeded as well. So I'm gonna do a baby onesie. I'm gonna do a little shirt for my daughter. I'm gonna do a wooden sign, and yes, you can iron onto wood. And then I'm also gonna do a little pennant with an Easter egg here. So I'm going to switch it. Hi, Erin. How nice of you to join me. Hey, Corey. Yay, okay, there's people here. Woo. I'm gonna switch it to overhead view so you can see what I'm doing. But my overhead setup isn't working the greatest, so hopefully it works. We'll see. And if you guys have any questions, I pulled it up on my computer here too, so I can see your questions. So feel free to pop them in if you have questions about iron on vinyl or about the bundle. The files that I'm using are all designed from this Fresh Cut bundle, and what that is they're SVG files, and they're available for like a short time for a discounted price as a bundle. So that's what all these files are for. So here we go, let's get started. Let's see how much of my coffee you can see and how much of my craft you can see. All right. So this isn't working the greatest today. Please tell me if you guys have like a really awesome setup for, please tell me if you guys have a really awesome setup for doing live videos for cameras or for phones, because I've got a camera tripod that's awesome, but my phone tripod really sucks. So let me know on that. There we go. We'll use that. That's good. You can see what I'm doing here. Just move all my garbage out of the way. Okay. You had issues with yours too. It's hard to do videos live. Yeah. Give us all your ideas, guys. We're all struggling with it. How far? I'm like on the opposite end of the table here. All right, let's go with that. And we can mirror it, somebody told me. Let's see. Do you remember how to do that? Oh, it's Little Magic Wand, right? Let's get it mirrored. There we go. Woo! Okay, so I have, see, no, now this is in the way. What's going on here? See guys, this is rough. Let's try this. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, that's so much better. This is the first one that I did. I love this design. This design is from Alexis. I always like her lettering though. That's great. Good, I'm glad. So I'm gonna put this on wood, and I know that it was good, okay? What is happening? We're back. Okay, so it was good. There we go. So I'm gonna iron this on. If you've never ironed on wood before, it's really simple. It's really simple. You do it just like fabric, but there's different settings. So for wood, I'm pretty sure that it's 285, so I'll just go up to that. I like to work on guesswork here, guys. And it's for like 40 seconds. So I'm gonna use my Easy Press for this because I like using an Easy Press instead of an iron. And, all right. So you can just set, here, I'll bring this over so you can kind of see the Easy Press. You can just set the temperature and the time on here, which is nice, so that you don't have to guess and try and remember. Hey, Liz. So I'm gonna let that finish warming up, and while I do, I'll start reading this. See, it makes that nice noise when it's all warmed up. See, by showing you guys my mat, now I don't have it weeded, but that's okay. I thought it would be fairly quick to weed. This one is an Easter egg. This one's from Corey. And it's so cute. I actually don't have really any Easter decorations. I went and made myself my first Easter decoration of the year yesterday, but I thought this would be a kind of fun one. My kids have been asking for more decorations for those smaller holidays. They're like, why don't we decorate for St. Patrick's Day? So I might have to go and make some St. Patrick's Day decorations before next week too. But it's just so easy to skip over that one and go straight to Easter, hey? So this is one of like 6 Easter eggs. So you could do a whole series, but I just thought that I'd do one big one here. You guys want to tell me all of your tips for weeding? Do you guys have any super fast ways? I think I asked this last time and nobody does. Everybody struggles with it just as much as me. Is that true? Hopefully. I actually like weeding iron-on vinyl more than I like weeding adhesive vinyl because it doesn't really stick to each other. You can kind of keep going like this and it doesn't get crazy. Okay, while I have you guys here and while you're watching me weed this tedious thing, tell me, do you guys do decorations for all these other holidays other than like Christmas and the big ones? Or do you only decorate for the big ones? What's your thoughts on that? Erin agrees. Iron-on is so much easier to weed. And it's true. This is why I hardly ever do vinyl and why I never do paper. Paper is so much trickier to weed. Corey agrees too. Everybody agrees. Iron-on is the way to go. If you don't like weeding, do iron-on. Don't do anything else. Paper is your favorite? Who are you? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just so not a paper crafter. You like paper too? And I'm just terrible at it. I just tear paper. I feel like you can't wreck iron on. My whole paper party decorations made on the Cricut. Well, maybe that makes sense for parties, I guess. That's true. I feel like I'm the laziest crafter ever. Like this many dots on this thing, I'm thinking like, oh, I should have contoured some of these so I didn't have so many dots to weed. So paper crafts is just, I'm too lazy for that. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty little Easter egg. It reminds me of Ukrainian Easter eggs. Okay, let's do this wood one first here. So you should technically use a transfer sheet, something in between this and the clear plastic, but I never do, again, because I'm a lazy crafter. And it's okay, guys, it still works. It still works. Does anybody have an issue with that? I feel like somebody's gonna get mad when they hear that and say that this is not the right way to do it. Iron-on's a little bit less eventful. Hey guys, you only do it on some materials, the sheet in between, that's good. So I'm not completely crazy. Let's see, that didn't look like it totally transferred up there. It's kind of a big design. So if it doesn't transfer on the first go with iron-on, you can just put your iron or your heat press or whatever back on. You're not gonna wreck it. As long as you don't turn your temperature too high, you can leave the iron on here for a really long time and it should be totally fine. And you should also wait until it cools before you peel back. But I'm also an impatient crafter, so here it's hot and watch me go. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is my kind of Easter decorations. It's not pastel or anything. Isn't that fun? So this is just a little wooden canvas from the dollar store. I love it. And it's got that plywood look, and with the black, I feel like it's really modern. Sean loves my Easy Press because I don't ruin his shirts anymore. Right? It stays at the same temperature. It doesn't keep getting hot. It's kind of amazing. My iron used to destroy things all the time too. All those little iron like hole marks. So many of them. All right, okay, the next one I'm gonna do is this Easter egg here. I'm gonna put it on a little pendant. And with fabric, the only thing that I would say is you need to do it, of course, on a towel so you don't wreck your table. But warm it up first. The wood, I don't bother warming up first because, I don't know, it's wood. And then put your design on. And then every material has a different setting. So I'll go back down, I'm pretty sure. It's lower for the foil. So you should really look up what your different settings are too. But I don't do that. Corey, I think that you have a cheat sheet for that, don't you? It's saved on my phone, but I can't use my phone right now because it's, you know, recording this. And I think it's only 30 seconds. You should probably, you know what we should do? What I should do? I should print out your cheat sheet with vinyl and stick it right onto my Easy Press so that I don't ever have to look it up anymore. I feel like that's a good idea. Somebody should make a cut file for that. Thank you, Corey. I'm gonna open that here. Ignore these settings because they're obviously wrong because I didn't let it cool all the way in between. For foil, let's see what it says. Oh, it should have been $2.95. It should have been higher. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Then flip it over and iron the other side as well. This is something that I never used to do and it makes such a big difference, you guys. I don't have nearly as many errors anymore. Since since you guys are all here, who wants to make a cut file for me to cut out my settings for my Easy Press? I feel like that would be a great post. Okay. And then the foil is supposed to be cool peel, and I'm actually going to leave this one. I'll see if I'll try to be a little bit more patient because it wrinkles if you don't let it cool completely. You'll add it to your incredibly long list. Good, good. I'm excited for that one. Okay. I'm going to let this one cool for a bit and see how it does. If you peel it back before this one cools, you're just going to find that it is really wrinkly. Like it'll look kind of like crushed foil, which is a cool look. That's what I went for with my iron because I just couldn't get it to look nice. But now that I have an Easy Press, I try to be a little bit more patient. So the other one I want to do here is this little shirt. This is my daughter's shirt. So I'm going to make it an Easter shirt just by adding this little lamb design here in a glitter. And I've had this glitter vinyl for a while, and I've kind of thought it needs to be something small. It can't be something giant for glitter. I'm not a huge glitter fan. And what else I like about my Easy Press is I can just let go, and I can go back to this one while it's working. Oh, look, I got one of my dots ironed on. Rookie mistake, guys. And my Easy Press is still working, but I am not holding it. Oh, I ironed on another dot down here. It's just like confetti. It's part of the design now. There we go. Oh, so cute, hey? Flip this over. So with a pennant like this, what I would usually do, you love giant glitter shirts? I just feel like we're so different. You like paper and you like glitter, and I like black and no color and no glitter. I'm so boring. I'm such a boring crafter, Erin. You're probably looking at my things and you're like, why'd you take all the color out of the designs? That's just what I do. It's just what I do. For my pennants, what I usually do is I'll cut them a little bit long like this. And then I will take the dowel and I'll use a heat tape just to seal it like that, and then I'll cut it down to size. So that'll be what it looks like when it's all done. But I didn't bring the heat tape up here. You could also use a glue gun here, or you could sew it, and then I'd want to cut this to size 2. I don't love when they're super long. But that's our little Easter egg banner. And that might be a kind of fun one to like write Happy Easter around as well. I love the iron-on foil, how much it shines. All right, let's check out this shirt and see if it worked. I have to say the iron-on glitter does work so much better than all the other iron-ons. It's the easiest. I don't think I've ever messed it up. It doesn't stretch so easy, so it's really hard to wreck. Isn't that design cute? Can you see it really well? There we go. It's adorable. And there's 4 different animals, I'm pretty sure, that look like this. So you could do a whole set if you wanted to, or if you had more than one daughter, you could do matching shirts, but still different. Iron-on glitter is so easy to peel. It's true, it is the easiest iron-on, I think. I just have no glitter in my life, so. All right, the last one is a onesie, but I haven't weeded it, and I only have these tiny little scraps of vinyl, so I made the design in 2 separate pieces. Do you guys have any tips on using your scraps up? What do you guys do to use up your vinyl scraps? Do you just throw them out and buy a new roll, or do you try to use every little piece? There's 3, I think. You designed them, but you can't remember. They're very cute. I was deciding between the lamb here and the bunny because Aubrey does love bunnies, but the lamb was just too cute. to not use. There we go. Okay, so like I said, I used I used 2 different pieces of vinyl to do this design just because I only had these tiny little scraps. So you can see the Y's cut off here. It didn't quite fit, but the Y on the other one fit. So I'm gonna do that. I save all the little bits of my iron-on and vinyl because I feel like there's always something that you can make for them. But it's becoming a little bit of a hoarding problem, so maybe I should come up with a better system. All right, so this design here, this is actually a colorful design, and it has a bunny with some pretty flowers, and I, again, took all the color out of it, but I made it purple, so it's okay. So I took that bunny off, and I added in the ears from that hip hop one that I made on the wooden sign. So I kind of put 2 different designs together for this here, and I'm so happy with how the designs pieced together. The nice thing about SVG files compared to PNG or JPEG images, when you load them into Design Space, and I work on Cricut, you can contour and turn off pieces of them without any effort really. So you can piece these 2 files together so easily. So I'm going to take the Y from this one, and you see it just wasn't big enough, this piece, so I kind of ended up cutting that off. So the only thing, if you're putting 2 pieces together like this, you just want to make sure not to put this on top of the plastic here, because if you put it on top of the plastic, you're going to iron it onto the plastic and not onto the shirt, which I have done before. I feel like I can't be the only person that's done that before. Hopefully. So, see, aren't those ears cute with this design? I like them together. I feel like it was a good hack job to hack them together like that. Okay, so there we go. So foil on cotton. Check Corey's cheat sheet here. $2.95 for 35 seconds. And I should have warmed this up first, but I didn't. So I'll add a few seconds here. Isn't it cute together? I'm way too lazy to do different colors of iron-on vinyl. I know Alexis did a really cool shirt. Maybe somebody could share that in the comments, that had like 3 different kinds of iron-on vinyl on the one shirt, on the one little design. And I just feel like that's so tedious. I like to make it all one color so that I don't have to do all that work. Okay, and flip it over and do the back. Around this time is when I start getting really impatient and I start trying to do other things on the side. I have like 3 baby onesies here that I'm going to work on later today, and so I'm already starting to kind of put those together. I like to bulk all my iron-on because I have to pull this out of my storage cupboard and put it on my kitchen table to use. One day I will have a craft room, a beautiful craft room, and I will have it set up all the time. All right, it's on there. Here's my impatience coming out again. It's going to be a little bit wrinkly. Do you see what I mean by wrinkly? It just kind of looks like crinkle foil instead of really smooth foil, but I'm okay with that. There we go. So there's a Snuggle bunny onesie. Oh yeah, there's her shirt. Perfect. Okay, so that's in the comments now. It's really, really cute. so there's the Snuggle Bunny onesie. There is that little girl's shirt that I made. Here is the almost finished Easter egg pennant. That one's gonna be really cute. And then this wooden plaque as well. That is, oh, let's see here. Okay. Okay, so those were my projects for today. I'm so happy with them. I am hopefully going to be photographing my house for spring later today, if I can clean all this mess up. And these are definitely going to be in there because they're just so cute. They're so cute. So do you guys have any questions about heat transfer vinyl? I guess everybody that's commented here, you guys are all like vinyl experts. I feel like you probably know more than me, so you don't have many questions, but if you do, pop them in even after this video is no longer live, and I will try to answer in the comments. And then if you guys want to find more projects that use this bundle just to see what else you can do, because I know I'm just doing the heat transfer vinyl today, then I'll pop some of those videos in the comments as well, just so you can find them and you can see what else people are doing, because some people have great ideas and use tons of different colors, and I'm just so simple here. See, this one is so cute. I actually don't even know who to give this to. If you have a baby and are in Kamloops that will wear a 3-month size onesie, that is a girl because this is purple, at Easter, let me know, because you can have it. I had purple iron on, not blue, so I made it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. But if you have a crafting supply that you want to see me use in one of these craft alongs, just let me know, because I'd love to take on something that's not necessarily vinyl, because I know not everybody has a Cricut or a Silhouette or something like that. So pop those in the comments as well, and I will dream up another craft along that doesn't use a cutting machine. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Thank you for joining me.